Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The suffocation of the ego, the eternal silence of the void. Faceless, yet screaming.
And now, serving orange wine on tap.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hello, good morning, Night Vale audience. My name is Meg Bashwiner, and I am one of your tri-hosts here today.
Hello, good morning, Night Vale audience. My name is Hal Lublin, and I'm another one of your tri-hosts today.
And I am the third of this delightful triumvirate, Symphony Sanders, and I am a cast member, just like my fellow tri-hosts of Welcome to Night Vale, and we love it. We like to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Talk about each episode painstakingly going through with our journalistic minds and unearthing the knowledge that lies beneath. We are recording today, Monday, July 25th, in the year of our Lord Spaghetti Monster 2022.
Let's talk about it.
And we are doing episode 117. Here's the original description. A case of Canadian Club has been hidden in Night Vale. Did I get that right? Hold on. I had to clean my glasses. I tried to memorize it. Don't edit this out. Or Felicia, I believe nobody edit this out. Listen, I realize my glass. I've had a spot on my glasses that I cannot get rid of for forever. No,
Maybe
it's not.
No, you have floaters.
Look,
those do look dirty.
Do you see it?
Oh yeah,
I do see it.
There's like I don't know what that is.
It's just scratch.
I don't think so. It looks like an oil
Maybe it's coming
spill.
from your eye.
And so I can't clean it, so I have my maybe my eye is spitting acid. So listen, it's not easy being a podcast tri-host. This is what happens. You have to deal with some lens issue. I have to think, do I need to go get this looked at? But I tried to memorize the description and realized I had forgotten to say the episode title, 117, eGemony Part 1, Canadian Club. Anyway, I memorized it, and then when I said it, I was like, did I get it right? And I also realized the audio while somebody else was talking might have been even though I tried to do it away from the mic because I'm a gentleman.
Oh, did you actually spritz it? I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
liberally.
I don't have
spritzed
glasses,
it.
so I don't know. I always thought it was just the cloth, but there's a spray?
You can do either. It's good to do a spray too.
You can't just use like Windex.
Cleanse them. Sometimes you probably you can. You
Okay.
probably shouldn't. Well, don't put your eye on it right afterwards.
Do your eye doesn't touch your glasses?
No, this one is from Park Slope Eye in Brooklyn. This is from the first time I performed in Brooklyn. This was the same. This would have been the same weekend that I did the Thrilling Adventure or Night Vale show, because I think it was our first Thrilling Adventure show out there as well. And my glasses were dirty, so I stopped in an optometrist called Park Slope Eye in Park Slope and just got one of these. They just gave it to me.
That lasts a long time.
It has last. Well, maybe it's more about how infrequently I use it on my glasses. There's probably someone who would have blasted through this in less time than 8 years. Feels like 8 years is too long.
Well, and maybe that's why you have this permanent grease spot on your glasses. So, well,
yeah, or it's bubbling or something. I'm very annoyed by it, but it's fine.
you know what would fix that, Hal?
Tell me,
Money.
the new sponsor.
Yeah, the new sponsor of Night Vale Radio, which I already found amusing. And I knew there was going to be some mess with it because
You smelled it.
never does it come up that early that there's a spot, except in the live shows. And Meg wasn't there in this episode. So I'm like, got my little spidey senses. I smelt it before they dealt it.
Yeah,
You smelled that we were going
Yeah.
somewhere with this. Yeah.
And they were.
So, and boy, do they go somewhere with this. This episode was written by Glenn David Gold, this whole series.
yes.
And we're in another 3-parter. We went from one 3-parter into a
I know.
whole other 3-part.
I noted that as well. And I'm excited. I've been like this episode and then the next one's very exciting episodes. I'm enjoying the new bad that's come to Night Vale. It makes it feel fresh. And I'm really excited about that. Can we first of all, in the beginning it says orange wine on tap. I love orange wine. Have you had that?
The first time I had it, I had it with Glenn David Gold.
Stop. Wow.
Oh.
See, look at that.
So this is one of his things that he liked.
I know. Yeah.
This is the content that our listeners look for. That is where it all came from. Orange wine. If you don't know what orange wine is, it's like a skin contact white. And it just like, usually with white wine, you take the skins away. But with orange wines, you leave them in there for a certain amount of time. And they usually tinge slightly orange or just like off. But they also call them natural wines. I've been drinking a lot of them lately. It's very summer for me.
Do they have legs?
No, not really.
That's the only. I'm trying to draw on the little bit of wine knowledge. I have.
That's usually with red wines. You're looking for legs.
Oh, I see. What's the bouquet on it?
It can vary. It depends on the grape. But I personally like when it's a little bit fruitier, like something like pear or like something fresh, lemongrassy, something like that on the nose.
Sure. With notes of hickory. I'm getting some hickory. I'm getting some mellow hickory notes. I'm getting.
It tastes like tobacco and grass.
It tastes a little tobacco and grass. It tastes like how a pool smells a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of
Look,
that.
I think
A little bit of shocked pool.
anytime you're tasting any sort of wine or beverage, use whatever tools come to your mind. And if someone tells you, well, that's not a thing, it's like, well, that's what I'm tasting. And I think that's fair.
Yeah. Who are they to say?
And maybe your palate might not be as developed as some people, but I think it's still valid. Hal?
Yes.
What food pairs well with an orange wine? Is it like a fish chicken, or is it like a sweeter something you want to have with a little fruit?
Usually like a meal. Like I've been having a lot with salads, fishes, vegetables, like really like good greens. Like I was just at Dirt Candy in New York, and their stuff. We're not sponsored. I wish they would. That would be cute.
Yet this is the pitch.
And I had it with this amazing corn mousse dish. That was wild.
Oh, I love that. It's very That's all very summery. Everything you've described definitely makes me think of summer.
Well, that's when I enjoy it and why I enjoy it. Another thing that I enjoy is that we have a new intern, Gustav,
who's had some sort of incident with his eye. Hal, this is what you're just channeling intern Gustav with your glasses being fucked up. It's this like sort of empathy that you have for this character.
That's yes, that's what it is. And my glasses are particularly like, oh, let's slowly take away one eye of vision via the lens, and then you can be the next Gustav.
Well, your glasses must be like station management, which, rude. Which, by the way,
Yes.
we find out later they have names.
Yeah. So Chuck is one of them?
DeMarcus, Eunice, Lily, Agatha, and I thought he said Chad.
Chad. I said Chuck, but it is Chad.
Okay. Well, I thought that was hilarious because I always thought of station management as one entity being.
Yeah. Like a multi-headed monster.
Yeah.
Sort of like what the city council is.
Honestly,
Like same family of monster, right?
I thought of them as two different kinds of monster, but like similar style. I think of city council as more of a tentacly, blobby sort of creature. And I think of station management as like a big square thing that's got, I don't know, there's lots of shoulders and like a bunch of heads. But it's like shoulders, and it's real blocky, and it's got really long arms. Ugh. That's what I imagine.
I think of station management like, you know how when there's like two kids in the long trench coat that looks like a grown up.
Yeah, sneaking into a movie.
That, but like with like 8 people inside of it, and it's like looks like a scary guy.
Oh my God.
Trying to get to an R-rated
I
movie.
think that's awesome. What do you think, Hal?
I feel like I've had different
Yeah.
mind cannons before, but now all I can think of is the two-headed monster, the purple two-headed monster from Sesame Street, where they have the different horns.
The one that goes up and the one that goes down. Oh,
And they honk. Yeah. Like that. They're that. They have that energy to them.
Uh-huh.
That's what I think of. That's all I can think of now. But I think prior, maybe I thought of like an evil mist, like a shadow creature.
I mean,
But also that idea of like multi-limbed,
being.
gnashing, gnarling kind of beast.
I always thought of it just very bludgeony,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All like angly and yeah. So this episode was written by Glenn, and this episode has Glenn's fingerprints all over it. I mean, even just the concept of the episode, because this is a real thing that happened. Canadian Club Whiskey hid cases of whiskey.
Wait, what?
In the 70s through the 90s, Canadian Club hid cases of whiskey around the
People
world.
are so wild.
And
why would you do that?
yeah, and so that's like such a thing that Glenn would hang his hat on. The like sort of historical fiction-y thing that he pulls in, this history that he pulls into fiction is a very Glenn thing to do. And it's like with the Playboy magazines and it's very sort of the ilk of Glenn. And so that I think the concept for this episode is what about the case of whiskey that ends up in Night Vale? And here we go. We're off to the races on the concept of this.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman, but like the actor, sorry, did a great job of, and like really gave me the mind cannon of one of those dudes. Like if you are of the age where people like that literally do a job kind of like that, Namely, like my brother kind of does that. Kind of, not really. My brother is a much higher level but he does like marketing type things, creative work like that. And sometimes when he talks about it, my brain just like does this like glaze thing. And that's kind of what was happening when he was talking. I was like, no. But it's just so interesting, like the whole dream fluencing. And I'm imagining it would just be like you're asleep and you're getting like a pop-up ad in your brain for something. Right?
Yeah. I was in a meeting last week with people who are they were dream influencers. And this meeting they're very smart people. And I was really, happy that they were working on the thing they're working on. But I started writing down some of the stuff they were saying because it was just too good. So I wrote down binge behavior, go fishing in a vertical, optimization of media, affinity nodes, content solar systems, the human algorithm, and the mind meld. I was like,
yeah, that type of thing for me. I'm just like, my eyes glaze over, not because I'm bored, but because I'm like
very impressed by these words that were being thrown around. Like it's all so buzzy. Dream fluency.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
You might as well be saying shlimbly blimbly to me. I don't know. But I'm excited for it.
Go fishing in the vertical.
Yeah.
For the optimization of media, in where we find the affinity nodes to about the content solar systems of the human algorithm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tell that Glenn has probably been in one of these meetings and is dunking on that.
This is what my degree is in. This is what I went to school for, right? I have a marketing degree. Did you hear the word cohorts in the meeting at all? That feels like one. Yeah, cohorts is going to be in there as well. Yeah, this is...
Yes.
Not only that, but I've been part of a street activation. I've been part of a street activation before. I've been part of a street team for Microsoft. I went around in a spacesuit handing out, I forget what it was for. It was for some Windows product, but I was handing out flyers while I was in a giant spacesuit because that was what they were doing at the time. And then they had a big concert on Hollywood Boulevard so Jefferson Airplane became Jefferson Starship, and then they split in half. So one half is Starship and one half is Jefferson Starship. And I think the Jefferson Starship half was playing this concert. So I was up on stage dancing with them and trying to get people excited, which I don't think.
In the spaceman outfit?
In a spaceman outfit. Nobody knew it was me the whole time. You couldn't see me. It was big and it was just the sound of me breathing inside. Just because you hear your own breath, not because I was out of breath.
So basically you were left shark.
I was left shark. I was left shark, but as a spaceman. So that's like, it's crazy. And I've done, marketing is such an interesting discipline. Such an interesting discipline. And stuff like this is definitely like a group of people going, what will get people excited? What will get them talking? What will get us media coverage? It won't cost us a lot because all we have to do is hide the cases. We have distributors all over the world and they can hide the cases. And then we'll let people know about it via media and then they'll go crazy and we'll get a lot of free coverage. Just there'll be tons of free press from it because people will be excited they found it. It'll be in the local news and everybody will be buying Canadian Club.
I've seen those people like out and about, like downtown in Chicago. Like if you're like a working person or you go from the train or whatever, lots of them will always be like over there because it's like a buzzy area where lots of people are coming in and out. And that's usually when they're like giving out free stuff, right? Like they'll be like giving out ice creams or yogurt.
Sure.
That marketing works for me. Give me a yogurt.
Right, but do you buy the thing that it's for, or do you eat the yogurt and then never think about it again?
If the yogurt is good, I'll buy it again. I'll buy it if it's good.
Oh, you will?
I love good yogurt.
You'll remember it? You'll take note of it?
I'll tell you what. That is kind of how I liked Skirt. Skirt is good.
Skirt.
It's good as hell. It speaks for itself. But I did have it one time as like a sample-y thing. And I love that stuff.
Right.
It's expensive. But if you want a yogurt treat, it's nice. Yes. I mean, it feels luxurious because it's creamy and thick, just like me.
Yeah.
Wink.
It's very dense, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. I was going to say great guest stars in this episode. We got Hunter Canning and Lucia Strauss.
So fun.
And they both nail it.
Lucia was especially really fun. Also, it was just like when he called her and she was like, look under your desk. I was like, oh, it really just like got me. Because, I did like that she kind of downplayed the whole having a family thing. She was like, eh.
Yeah, I also like that in Night Vale, you just dial someone's name to get a hold of them.
Oh my God, yes. My phone number would be so long.
What a great detail. Me too.
MISSYWILKS. I think I like that.
And calling a playmate.
Right.
How exciting.
Also, I did enjoy that Playboy is more like it is about the articles.
Yeah.
People are they're fully clothed. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And women have been James Bond, lots of them.
Yes, a lot of women as James Bond, all of them, all the different women who played James Bond. Honestly, though, for all of the things that Playboy is, that are all the terrible things, they actually did have decent like journalists and interviewers. They had people like it's crazy the people who were on staff there and who contributed there at different times. Like it was kind of for a brief period of time. I mean, maybe not so brief. I don't know. It was like this sort of cultural way station where all these different people would come in and contribute to it. It also was horrifically exploitative, and Hugh Hefner was not the best person. Like
he died, right?
Like it's both of these things exist. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. No, he's gone. He died a while ago.
Oh, okay.
A couple years ago, I think.
I would hope he's not still alive. He'd be like 150.
He lived to be really old. Yeah, he was real rich and wore pajamas all the time for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, he had a pretty cushy life.
I did hear that house was in ill repair.
Oh, the Playboy Mansion?
I just remember when that show that the Girls Next Door was on. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I used to watch that. Of course I watched
I loved that
It's
show.
reality trash. And that's
You're like, that's my bread and butter, baby.
It is.
Of course we did. And now they're all like, Kendra's a realtor, or she had a show on Discovery Plus about being a realtor, but it was only like 5 episodes
then
long.
she wrote a book.
And we watched it
Most
because
of them wrote a book.
It was fascinating. I think they all wrote books.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they had
Kendra did
times.
like a ton more reality television. Because she was married and then she had a baby. That is like everything was a reality show. And now I guess she's a realtor? I don't know. We didn't really find out what happened. It was a very weird show. It was very weird. Has anybody else seen this? I swear. I think it's like, please watch it and let me know what I saw. Because I'm still processing it.
Okay.
In terms of like what happened. Was she actually good at it or not? It feels like super staged. It's so staged. Like there's almost no pretense that it isn't staged.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Like, I don't think.
Like
a lot of those shows.
Yeah. If you've ever looked for a house before, if you've ever been to it, just wanted it in an open house for fun, just all of it feels very bizarre. But also the houses are gorgeous because it's all like luxury. She goes to like whatever's the top private real estate firm in Beverly Hills. And is selling these gigantic, beautiful homes. Anyway, she became famous initially because of her association with Playboy.
Not because she was James Bond.
Not because she did not play James Bond.
There hasn't been a Lady James Bond, right?
No. Not once.
No.
Not yet.
No, there's
yet.
not.
Look. I'm as
could be
smooth
James
as they come, I think.
Symphony, you'd be a great one.
Jane Bond. Would it be Jane Bond or Jamie Bond? Or just James?
Jaime
Bond. Not a Shiksa.
Jaime.
I don't know. They call me James.
You can call me James.
You can call me James.
I'm Lady James Bond. James Bond.
You could be It'd be James Bong.
James Bong. That is the movie that we're getting produced.
James Bond.
It just always starts with like a big cloud of smoke that goes by. It's how I solve every crime. Wait, he doesn't solve crime. He just kills people.
Smoking, not stirred.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not solving crimes. He's really just doing espionage.
He figures stuff out. There's a little bit of not like crime solving, but he has to do some investigative work.
He's committing crimes.
It's espionage. It's larger scale. He's committing crimes, but he has a license. He has a license to kill from Her Majesty. It does get revoked in license to kill, but I think he gets it back because later on, I think that one was before Living Daylights. I can't remember the two Timothy Dalton Bonds. I forget which one came first, but he has a license to kill. That's a very big deal. And do, I guess, a bunch of other stuff.
But who knows? I'm sorry, but like, do you carry around this license? How are people supposed to know you have a license to kill? It's all secrety. So like the police on the ground aren't going to be like, oh, well, you know what? Jaime Bond is running around shooting people, so don't bother them. They're just chasing people through the streets and busting through windows and stuff.
They're always keeping tabs on their agents. So it's always like, if you get arrested, they'd be like, oh, we have to let him go. Somebody high up says they have to let him go. They're like, 007, do try to stay out of trouble this time. And then like kills 90 people, takes down the Burj Khalifa.
Because they'd be driving the cars and like running into stuff. And like people.
Oh, yeah. Like destroying.
People are just trying to have lunch.
What a lovely day in Rome.
Can you imagine jumping out of the way of a car? You're just trying to have a cheeky, like a cheeky espresso.
My gelato. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. You would?
You wouldn't see it coming.
Wait, would you be running, jumping into a fountain, but still shoveling in the pasta? You could like pop up over the edge of the fountain, still be eating.
I'd be so dead. I get invested in my pasta. Like, I would just be like, no.
There's worse ways.
That's the way.
Although to die with like a little bit of like cacio e pepe, like a perfect cacio e pepe in your mouth.
I will tell you though, this is not my greatest shame, but this is a shame. When I was in Italy, I would probably not get hurt in any of those because I don't hang out in the squares. I take my gelato and I go in a weird alley and I just gobble it
down. like discreetly. Yeah. Like I'm gonna go out of no one will see. I'm gonna duck into an alley.
I just because you know how a lot of if you've been to Venice, a lot of the streets, walkways, whatever, it's like an alley, basically. And sure. I don't know. I don't like being exposed like that. Not like I don't know what I think is going to happen, but so, there wasn't any place to sit. So I just I think I was also trying to film myself, and there wasn't any place to prop up my phone. This is the insanity of my life.
I just imagine in an alley just trying to get through it quickly so nobody sees.
Someone walks by and they just see the flash of my eyes as I look. I'm like,
yeah,
like a raccoon in an alley, scarfing down fucking gelato.
Just hunched over the garbage cans, and that's where the drops go.
I wish this was a joke, you guys.
It's like me eating fast food. We talked about this recently, didn't we? Yeah. No, I just sit in the parking lot and shovel
Persona
it.
Non grata.
This is transactional. It's transactional. The gelato's transactional. You go into an alley, do your business, and then you go on about your life.
Soulless behavior.
That's amore.
Soulless, like many of these towns. Manhattan, San Francisco, the Great Barrier Reef. London, and the Cayman Islands. I've never been to the Cayman Islands, so I don't know if it's soulless.
I mean, neither.
Me neither.
Did we go to were we by the Great Barrier Reef when we were in Australia?
We were not, but it is there.
And some of it is.
I feel like it's Darwin is where the Great Barrier Reef is, I want to say.
Yeah, so we did not go there. Okay. Well, we didn't have a part in destroying it, so there.
We didn't go there.
Don't blame me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We weren't physically there, like rubbing sunscreen on it.
I mean, we all have some.
We did
part
less of it.
destroying it, but we didn't have a huge part. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My parents went though when they came to Australia to see us, so they destroyed it.
No.
Yep.
So they say.
So apparently, the Case Canadian Club is under Cecil's desk.
Yeah, even though the desk didn't exist in 1973. Again, time, flat circle.
Or is it?
I don't know. Cecil said that, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just he wasn't there.
Yeah, because before it was like Leonard, right?
But the that's not like you get a new desk. Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe he didn't have that desk.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
right.
Maybe.
And there is a note for him. It's like Back to the Future 2 when Joe Flaherty brings the
Also, like, which 1973?
Federal Express or whatever delivery system was around at that time in 1885.
And we find out that the baristas have it. Was it?
Western Union. Sorry, go ahead. That's who delivers. That's who delivers the note to Marty.
Yes. When it's just actually stagecoaches. The baristas. Did we have a thing before where Cecil said it weird?
Barista.
Oh, he does say. Okay. But is it pronounced barista or barista?
He says barista.
He actually was a barista, wasn't he?
At one point.
Didn't he work at Starbucks?
He did not work at a Starbucks.
He probably would
He worked
know.
at a
he might be
independent sort of coffee.
Yes.
independent, but he worked at a coffee place.
Uh-huh.
You think they would probably... Oh, is this an orange juice thing?
Suppose.
It's barista. Cecil just says
Supposed to.
barista.
Suppose.
I love him.
This is an orange juice thing.
People.
Supposed. Yeah.
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 This is his way of adding his own... He puts his own stank on it.
It's okay. He says so many words, you guys, and he says so many of them right. You're not going to be 100%, no matter who you are. Apparently, I say things weird, so. I say Newark.
Newark?
Like Newark Airport
Okay.
instead of Newark. Yeah. But then Joseph's like, you're just putting that on. I'm like, no, it's really how I say it.
People say stuff weird.
Do you say anything weird, Symphony?
I say things the way they're supposed to be said. No, I don't know. Maybe. Probably. I mean, sometimes
There isn't one thing that people go like...
I say a lot of stuff real weird just because I think it's funny.
Right.
Not because I'm saying it to be annoying, not for like, oh yeah. If anything, like if you see SHOPPE, I would say shappy be poo poo.
Like how you say shappy poo poo.
Sure.
I also say quesadilla. I say daiquiri.
Quesadilla.
We're gonna have a nice little daiquiri. You know?
Query.
I say all sorts of weird stuff, but it's mainly for being in a silly, goofy mood. What about you, Al?
Yeah, Joseph and I say Deborah.
Oh, instead of Deborah.
Instead of Deborah.
Deborah.
Yeah.
Do you say anything weird, Hal?
I say a bunch of stuff weird. I don't know if there's one particular word, but I get Philadelphia mouth where it gets really lazy and tired and like all the words come together.
Hoagie mouth.
Hoagie mouth.
Yeah. I get hoagie mouth. I get really bad hoagie mouth. That's exactly... I have to remember that specifically when I'm reading commercial copy to go, oh, these words shouldn't all run together. Like I have to work twice as hard to maintain any kind of diction, and I generally don't do it. So it just turns into a lazy... I wonder how many jobs I lose because I don't I very rarely pronounce T's. Like I'm not gonna go over there. Like no, I don't say there, but I'm not gonna go over. I don't say not. I'm not gonna go over there. Like it's becomes knock. I hate it.
Maybe you should just do commercials for Wawa and Sheets and the Liberty Bell.
Never for Sheets, but Wawa, I will take that all day long.
What's a sheet?
Let's not. Sheets is like if you took a Wawa and made something wholly inferior to it, but the whole
Wawa is a gas station food place, right?
It's more than a gas station.
No, Wawa is a convenience store chain. They have some gas pumps. They didn't all have gas pumps growing up. Some did, like sort of like 7-Eleven.
The one on LBI does not have a gas pump.
Okay.
Yeah. It is maybe the best convenience store in the world as a chain. Fresh sandwiches.
Okay, I have been there.
They're generally clean, really nice. Sheets is even like in head-to-heads has been found to be inferior. What they have going for them is their soda cave, which is a huge cold room filled with soda, which is very cool to have lots of soda in a cold room. But also, I would rather the rest of the store be better. It's kind of divisive. Sheets is more the Pittsburgh end of the state, and Wawa is the Philadelphia side of the state. And now has been expanding sort of across the eastern seaboard a little bit. They're like a lot in Florida because a lot of Philadelphians retire to Florida. So
all Wawas are convenience stores, but sometimes they have not all convenience stores.
But not all convenience stores. Yeah.
But sometimes they'll have gas.
Yes, sometimes they'll have gas pumps. More and more they have gas pumps as well. When I was a child, that was much more rare. Even up to my teen years, when I saw them, when they really started to like build up the stores and make them nicer, then I noticed how many more of them had become gas stations as well.
Nice. See, these are the things you don't realize regionally that go on, you know? Like, I didn't realize that Ralph's was a thing because I hadn't really, You
have Kroger.
Yeah, well,
Right?
Jewel.
You have the Jewel Oscar.
We got the Jewels and we got the Dominic.
Okay.
Dominic's no longer exists, I don't think. But I think they all got bought and now they're Mariano's.
And that's a supermarket chain, and that sounds like a sandwich
Mariano's?
shop. Like I would go to.
Oh no, Mariano's is a nice
Mariano's
grocery
sounds like
store.
a sandwich shop.
It's like in between like what a
Jewel
and a Whole Foods would be like. So it's got like the nicely stacked and good produce, and some of them, the nice ones, have a bar inside. So you can get a nice drink and walk around and do your shopping. I did this many times. One time, I got a little too, and fell off my bicycle. Trying to ride home. No. Well, at the beginning, because I stepped on the bike, but didn't start pedaling and just and fell.
Just got off of the bike and
fell over. Not one of my finest. Yeah, it was not my finest moment. But I got home and my eggs didn't get cracked, so that's all I care about.
And your groceries?
Oh, that's right. You had eggs.
Yeah, groceries.
Shopping, of course.
I was drunk grocery shopping, like a mom.
I don't drunk grocery shop, but
me as a mom. No, I'm not talking about moms in general. Sorry, all you moms out there. I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to me as I would be the drunk mom in the grocery store. But it's good I'm just the drunk aunt. Fun aunt. Sorry.
Wish I was drunk at the grocery store. One time I got drunk at a department store and I cried because I was too drunk to be at the department store. Yeah. I was in the changing room and I was trying to take off a bathing suit top and I couldn't do it. And I was like, I'm too drunk to be here.
That was why you cried? Because you were too drunk? You knew it?
Okay. To be fair, anytime you're trying on a bathing suit, you need to be in the right frame of mind because if it's not the right size, you're going to dislocate a shoulder trying to get out of it.
Yeah. Anyway, so the baristas have the case of Canadian Club, and Missy is giving us all the information. They find the envelope under the table, and then now Cecil is tasked with saving the baristas. And here we are.
The
baristas.
Baristas.
Yeah. And then we will dive into part 2. But up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast about their theories, comments, and questions. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was Lost Everything by our dear friend, Mary Epworth.
Marvin Epworth.
Yeah. Marvin Epworth. Wonderful.
Who we call Marv Epworth because their signature sometimes look like it says Marv Epworth. We call her Marv.
I love this song. I love Mary. This song, I imagined like sometimes a video plays in my head when I hear music. And this video is Mary, a solo woman, singing, and just like the camera is like going around, and it's a dark room, but she's lit very like angelically, and like the camera is like going around in a circle, as she's singing, and like the drum beat is like, it's like doom doom doom. So that is, and occasionally like lights will happen. So if you can imagine that video, that's what's happening for me.
Great. I wonder if there is a video for this one.
Oh, I don't know.
Mary is wont to make a video. She does.
She is.
She'll do it. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's great to hear her voice. She has such a beautiful voice that really, really fills up a room. So it was great to hear her again. It made me miss her.
Yeah.
We should have her on the show.
I know, we definitely should.
She lives in the UK though, because the time is weird.
The time is hard. Yeah. I did recently.
Is she a night owl?
We had an interaction on the internet because I saw the carcass of a rat outside, and her comment was, I think that rat is poorly. It's doing poorly. And I was like, yeah, I don't think it's going to make it. And it just reminds me of how lovely of a person she is, and how dearly she loves creatures.
She loves creatures. The cover of this album that this song comes off of is a bug. It's a beetle, because she loves creatures.
Clouds and creatures, yes.
Great and small.
Clouds and creatures and all things nature.
We love you, Mary.
Love you, Mary.
We love you, Mary. Almost as much as we love calzones. Not quite. We love you more than a calzone. So let's dive in.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
All right, Sarah writes to us, Dear Meg, Symphony and Hal, I have a question. In the eGemony arc, the Canadian Club is hinted to be under Cecil's desk. If Cecil was hiding under his desk in station management, how did he not see the Canadian Club? Great question, Sarah. Great question. So there is some timeline stuff that leads us to, it's like when we find out in the next episode how long the club has been missing, if that lines up in the actual timeline of when station management happens. I think it's like off by a year or two. So yeah. So, I mean, magic, number one. Number two, multiple Night Vale universes is a possible answer. There's many, many reasons. Also, like, I sometimes imagine underneath Cecil's desk a little bit like Mary Poppins' bag. So like it could be in there. It's just we don't know because it's like just sort of endlessly.
Honestly, and he said every time he goes under there, he just closes his eyes. So if there was something under there, he's just like didn't see it, doesn't want to see it. Yeah,
not looking for it. You're more preoccupied if you're hiding with making sure you don't get like looking to see if the thing in pursuit of you is coming. So could easily miss. I'm gonna feel under my desk.
I'm gonna look under my desk right now.
I can see. I can see. Oh my God.
Got nothing under there.
Just wires.
I mean, I can see on the ground there's stuff, but I was feeling under the desk.
There's just a sock and a tissue under there.
2 bits. Sock and a tissue. Christy writes, I have a letter from Christy, everybody. Please give me your attention. I think that the radio station is actually a temple to Huntakar. Station management are priests to Huntakar, and they probably still remember her. Cecil's a prophet, and I think when he's called the voice of Night Vale, that's actually a title. He's the voice, capitalized. He receives visions from Huntakar, which is how he knows things he shouldn't be able to know, and in turn, he speaks to her on behalf of his town. His reporting is as much to her as it is to us. The soul of Night Vale flows through him, which is why in the eGemony storyline, the case of whiskey was underneath his desk. And through his words, the people of Night Vale are given a common identity and shared worldview and memories. And also, his words are what turn outsiders into citizens. I think this is why he opens every episode with "Welcome to Night Vale." He's literally welcoming outsiders. Night Vale sort of calls people to itself, mostly people who are, in some way, outsiders where they come from. This is a big swing, Christy, and I like it. Why not? As I do with all mine cannons, this is 100% correct. Thank you for your time, Christy, and thank you for writing in. Thank you, everybody, for listening to what Christy had to say. They appreciate it as well.
Exactly.
Next up, we have Mel. Mel writes, "Hey, Hal, Symphony, and Meg. I'm not much for making my own mind cannons, but I had a strange dream that inspired me to write in. In the dream, a person named Robin wrote in, sharing details about my life that only I would know. Only I had no memory of writing it. So I figured I was meant to share this message with you in the waking world. Birds are neat." Listen, Symphony, I get it. I don't even think birds should be bought and sold as pets, but nonetheless, I think they deserve our appreciation and respect. I am the third home of an unadoptable African gray parrot named Sadie, who I usually refer to as Bitch Bird or my feathery roommate. She is very fearful of most objects and people, especially men. This means we have to get creative about her enrichment, since parrots in the wild are very social and active. In captivity, I recreate the social feelings by playing TV shows, music, and of course, podcasts. She likes to join in on the conversation and share her own thoughts, usually expressed in fart sounds and kissy noises. She seems to really like Symphony's laugh. Oh my God! And will often laugh along with you. Apologies for how long this ended up, and thanks for all you do for these podcasts that have shaped my life. Robin. P.S. I am an elder, Gen Z, 2001, and roller skating is really popular at the college I went to in Sarasota, Florida. Hal?
Heyo.
There are some skating rinks around the town I live in now, but I don't skate myself because frequent joint dislocations make balancing difficult. Even so, I see lots of people skating/blading at our local parks, so I know for sure it's not dead. Wow. Mel/Robin. I don't know if I can fully convert as a bird person. I will respect your love of the bird, and because the bird thinks I'm funny and laughs along with me, which is strange and freaky, but I kind of like it. So, what's that bird's name? Let's see.
Sadie.
So, Sadie, who's a good bird? I hope you like that. Morgan. Yeah.
Symphony. That was so significant a letter from Mel that my AirPod literally burst out of my ear and fell on the floor. Like, it created this whole event. Do you think, and I appreciate you laughing at the end, do you think just for Sadie, and then maybe we could get a video of Sadie doing this that you do not have to watch if it makes you uncomfortable, do you think you could do like the longest laugh you've ever done just to see if this bitch bird will keep up?
Okay, yeah. I gotta have something to laugh about. Okay, I just
Here we go.
Bitch bird makes me laugh.
How about thinking about your alley gelato? Imagine you're perched over, like you've gotten up on the trash can, squatting over it to eat the gelato, hoping no one will see. And then you hear like a meanie until you stop real quick and act like you're just reading a book, and then you go back to eating the gelato in an alley.
I think that was sufficient for Sadie to laugh at, and I would like to see a video of it. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't want to see it. So
yeah, I also would like a video of Sadie going like,
and
yeah. It's my kind of bird.
Thank you, everyone, especially Sadie and Mel / Robin. Thank you, everyone, for writing in and listening to this episode. And just hang in there with us, because on the next one, we will be discussing eGemony Part 2, The Cavelands. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us what's hidden under your desk. This show is powered by our patrons, like Nathaniel Grubbs, Nathan Philippin, Molly Gaines, Matthew Henry, and M. If you are interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter @NightValeChat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The Calzone ingredient of the week is a coating of mineral sunscreen so thick that you are basically indoors.